Hello, my name is Louis Preventure. This is my final persuasive speech. My two audience members are my dad.
Hello.
And my fiance.
Hello.
Alrighty. So according to the National Library of Medicine, as of 2023, 40% of all children in the United States between the ages of 8 years old and 12 years old are on some form of social media. You should stop using social media. Social media has a net negative impact on your life, and the downsides of social media far outweigh the benefits. Social media negatively impacts not only your mental health, but also your physical health. It wastes a lot of your free time as well, although there are solutions to avoid the negative side effects of social media. So, how does social media impact your mental health? Well, the negative impacts of social media on mental health range from increased feelings of depression to online harassment and bullying. According to the National Library of Medicine's article, Social Media and Mental Health, as of September of 2021, replacing in-person interactions with social media leads to increased feelings of loneliness as well as worsened mental conditions, including depression, anxiety, and suicidal ideation. Additionally, per helpguide.org, as of April of 2026, social media can make pre-existing mental health conditions worse and creates new mental health conditions as well, including the same old depression, anxiety, and other mental health effects. Additionally, social media creates those new mental health effects by highlighting digitally altered photos of people and highlighting the highs of people's lives, which leads many viewers, especially younger viewers, to feel inadequate with both their bodies and their lives. So how does social media affect your physical health? Well, just like mental health, social media has a massive impact on physical health as well. According to the University of Buffalo, in January of 2022, they found that excessive social media usage is linked with higher C-reactive protein, which is a marker for chronic inflammation. C-reactive protein can also lead to an increased likelihood of developing conditions like diabetes, cancer, and cardiovascular disease. Additionally, per the Social Media Victims Law Center, as of January of 2026, they found that social media usage is linked with an inactive lifestyle, which can lead to conditions like sleep deprivation and weight gain. Additionally, social media usage has been linked with wrist and thumb pain, as well as neck pain and eye strain, all of which are abnormal conditions that you would not otherwise have if you were living a normal, healthy life. So much like making your health worse, social media can also steal you of a lot of your time. Due to the addictive nature of social media, it keeps people scrolling for hours without them even realizing it. So the way social media is designed, it shows you short-form content that takes almost no thought to digest, which allows people to just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling for hours. And that free time that was wasted on social media could otherwise be used for working on your hobbies, working on your homework, or generally spending time with friends and family. Additionally, social media is unproductive and has no tangible benefits on your life or your health, only downsides. So how can you avoid the negative effects of social media? Well, to avoid or reduce the negative effects of social media, the most effective methods have been found are setting screen time limits, uninstalling the apps completely, or actively engaging with the social media content. Completely removing the apps from your phone is the most surefire method of removing the negative effects of social media from your phone and from your health. It is the only surefire way to do so, as all other methods still have the option of excessive social media usage. Although per the Joint Research Commission of the Joint Research Center of the European Commission in December of 2024, they found that actively engaging with social media content has shown to decrease those feelings of loneliness that general social media use does present with, as well as decreasing the effects of depression. The social media tools they recommended using are messaging apps and other methods on social media that allow you to actively engage with people you know. Additionally, they recommended that people go through their followers list and unfollow anybody that gives them negative feelings. As well, per the University of California of Davis, they found that in May of 2024, prioritizing in-person interactions and engaging in non-digital activities leads to decreased screen time and increased mental and physical wealth, as well as general feelings of happiness. So, using social media has shown increased negative mental health effects, as well as physical health effects, and increased waste of free time, although there is solutions to avoid those negative effects like we discussed. Without social media usage, you're able to live a lot healthier and happier life. So by ditching social media, you can live the life that you were destined to live. Alrighty.